We're ready.
Okay, I put it.
All right, so welcome to another episode of D&D with Newbs, episode 42. Um, who's gonna do our recap?
I got it. While we were heading on our
Are we in the
journey
tree
to Alum
or on the
Drink,
boat?
we hopped on our horses and got back on a boat and sailed for the oasis. No, that didn't happen. So we're on horseback. We're heading on the way to Alum Drink. I guess can't remember if it was at the tree. No, it was the night that we rested before we left for our journey. I guess we forgot that Balasar had the box, and Balasar slept with the box. Tells us about his kind of creepy dream about a woman in dragonhide armor telling him that she would unveil all things to him, and I guess was kind of a temptress, so to speak. And after he told us about it, he didn't want to give up the black box, and because the woman, and because she told him that the black box is some sort of key. So Rogar decides to get the box from Balasar by wrestling him and taking it out of his bag. By actually knocking him off the horse, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds right.
Balasar tries to fire two spells. One of them misses on Rogar, and the other one he failed miserably and hurt himself. And Rogar now has the box. Party continues to make its journey down the road. The guards outside the town witnessed all of it, and they seemed really confused at our behavior. We decided to go at a grueling pace, but grief can't keep up, so we have to slow down. And we begin looking for a campsite because the sun is setting now after traveling all day and all afternoon. Balasar and Rogar find a tree with, I guess, some large roots, and examine the roots and find an excellent campsite. Grief decides to go hunting using bombs to kill deer, which we still are, still trying to wrap our minds around Grief's methods. He comes back with the deer, and Yggdrasil carves up the deer for the rest of us to cook and eat, and fillets it flawlessly. The first watch of the night, Rodan and Rogar stay awake, and nothing happens. Rogar hands Yad the box, and Balasar, along with Yad, takes the second watch. And I guess when we decided to set out, Yggdrasil thought it'd be a good idea to yodel and Rogar wail on the dulcimer. Creeps the horse out, and Yggdrasil tries to calm the warhorse and fails at it. The warhorse charges. I guess he snaps and charges at Balasar. Balasar gets hit hard into a tree. Rogar was able to get on the warhorse to hold on and calm the warhorse down. Yggdrasil feeds the rest of the horses and the scared horses some good berries to relax them. Rogar decides to throw dirt at Balasar and miss because Balasar is, being himself. And Yggdrasil gives him some weak ass heal. We're heading on horseback on our boat to Alumdring now. We come up on the road to a split in the road with a log in the middle of it. A disheveled man, a loincloth and a long beard, sitting on a log with braided hair and a beaded belt. And the party asks Rodan to go talk to this guy. Rodan talks to the man and says, "Have you seen my boat?" The man has a battle axe in his back and starts demanding Rodan to pay a toll and give him the horses. So Rodan tries to have a plan in place to, I guess, get rid of the man in front of him. So he tries to teleport him and instead just gives him one giant hug. And then when he realized the guy didn't teleport, he tries to run back to the party. The man whistles several times, and then two bear-like creatures show up, werebears. And the man with the giant battle axe turns into a bigger werebear. And Rogar rages, charges in. Yggdrasil comes in behind him. Battle ensues. Right at the beginning of the battle, Rogar gets bit and is cursed with, I guess it's lycanthropy?
Yep.
Okay. And I think this is the highest amount of damage Rogar's had. 66? Does that sound right?
Yeah, it was a beast of a turn.
Yeah, and we're still fighting. We stopped right at the beginning of the battle.
Right. Yep.
So.
All right. So that is an excellent recap. Go ahead and take your point of inspiration.
I have 6.
Well, you better use some this game.
Start using them, man.
I'm gonna have to use them.
Hey, give me once again. Where are we located on the map? Where are we?
We're like halfway to Allendring.
From the
from
the
Southwatch.
coast. From Southwatch. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
And I'll pull up the map for all the viewers. And we're about here, next to these trees, I think.
Well,
so
that didn't show on mine.
without further ado, let's go back to the map, or the battle map.
Oh yeah, we're mid-fight.
It was Wraith's turn when we left off.
There you go, right in the fray.
All right.
Pretend like you rolled high and you went first, but you actually rolled your normal 3.
Thank you. Okay, so we got 3 bears and the big bear.
Let me turn up Wraith on mine and something up
There. Oh, I had to get it where I could see it. Okay. Oh, I'm just sitting there looking at the guy saying, well, it's time to smack you. Oh. Hang on.
Okay.
F10's got his links up.
My link's up.
Yeah, you got your stuff up at the bottom.
What are you talking about? On the
Your
stream?
items for your gaming PC and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you need any parts, those are what I use. I actually think if you bought them off my page, I'd get money, but I don't know. No one's needed a mouse that I use.
Okay.
So are you sleeping or busy laying on hands or?
I am trying to see my... No, here it comes. My Holy Avenger. I'm attacking the bed right in front of me. The Holy Avenger. This 8-inch screen.
Yeah, you attack 3 times.
Oh, see, I couldn't even tell if I was hitting.
Hey, but you know what? We'll just count the first 2.
And they both hit.
The third one was a natural 1. So go ahead and do your damage for both. Both hit.
Okay, and 4 gave me 2 screens. What?
Oh, and I don't know if I took it away from your spell list or not, but you did use a second level smite last game.
Oh, he hit the wrong button.
No, no, I had 2.
Can you still roll?
But no, he's out of.
Smoothly.
I'm loading up the game again.
Here we go.
Yeah. Jesus. No, I was able to pop just at the top, go between my character screen and the fight screen. With with just a clicking wood screen. But when I went to set that up, it didn't do it, and so now I'm hitting buttons like thinking something should happen, not knowing that anything is happening.
Well,
Hang on.
right now nothing's happening.
I know it, and it's like nothing. Come on, I'm whacking this thing and nothing.
Do you want me to go ahead and do your damage for you, or?
Please do.
Yeah,
Did
go
I?
ahead.
Oh.
Yes. Go. Because we'll be here.
All right, that was a nice one. He got 11 for you.
Okay,
Fine.
so 2 hits, total of 30 damage.
Okay.
So,
I'll
all right. So your first swing goes like just kind of gashes the front of his chest, and then the second one you just kind of go in an overhead swipe and go in the top of his head, and your sword is buried into a bear head. Yeah, you guys have already damaged this bear.
I
This
was
bear.
gonna say.
Yeah, and so your second kind of splits the bear's head in half, and as you're pulling your sword out, it turns back into a human's head that's cut in half. And he falls
Mm.
back.
Oh, you wrecked him.
No, he hit him in
Shouldn't-
the head.
You should refer to Rick that way, or Wraith that way.
Right, so that one's dead.
Nice.
Rogard, is now your turn.
All right.
And I say, Rogar, help me! I'm on fire.
What?
Well, I'm not on fire, but I'm near fire.
Yeah, but the damage side
Is on the other side. Yeah.
So yeah.
So if I move up right here, am I flanking him or no?
No.
You would not be flanking him, no.
All right. What about this guy or this guy?
If you move to right here, you'll be
Yeah.
flanking this guy right here.
All right. I'm still raging. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna destroy this werebear recklessly and savagely, or reckless person.
You won't need a reckless though if you're flanking, because you get advantage.
Oh, that's right. 28.
28 does hit.
How'd you know a 28 hit?
16 plus 1, 17. That's not a great one.
No, that's poor.
16 to hit.
16 does hit.
I'm gonna savage on that one. Yeah, 22 plus 17.
Okay.
39.
So that one hurt him pretty badly, but he's still on his feet. Alright.
Okay.
That one's dead. Balasar's turn.
He's gonna run up and try to get bit.
I mean, he did want to try to get bit.
Oh dear.
I hope he natural ones and trips on a log, and just lays there.
So he's going to get right up in the big bear's face.
I mean, this.
That sounds like something he'd do.
Yeah, I'm just going to try to play it as him. I'm not going to try to keep him alive. I'm just going to try to...
You're gonna play him.
He would do.
So, how much lightning damage am I about to take?
I mean, you are in a line with the other bear. I think he would probably do it, but he would do a careful spell, so you'll automatically pass the saving throw.
Oh, that's so kind.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And you rolled so well.
I didn't. I just spent one point though. I didn't do the empowered spell.
And you rolled higher than he ever has.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's
Oh
a
my
pretty
God.
decent roll.
Yeah.
All right, so you
Eight-
take half of that.
18 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get wrecked.
And they both make their saves too.
Oh, good.
Oh, bummer.
And I'm looking at my little health bar.
And Balasar yells, "Bite me! Bite me! Bite me!"
That does sound
He
accurate.
was talking to Yed.
And I just look at him in disgust. I think, what did my mom and dad think?
Okay, so this werebear is going to try to move over here to flank Jack, which would trigger if you want to, you can use your reaction to use an attack of opportunity against that guy, Rogar.
Use a what?
Reaction.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, he just moved out of your melee range.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
Yeah, all right.
So I just swing Bahamut's 2 one time.
Yeah.
Right?
Boom.
Splat.
28 hits?
Wait, can I swing it twice?
No, just once. An attack of opportunity is just one weapon swing.
6.
Can you
17
savage
points?
that?
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah, I'll take the 14 and 1.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
God. That second roll was shit.
Yeah, so 17 points of damage. Alright. And he's definitely hurting now, but he's still alive. So now he's got advantage on his attacks against Jack this turn.
That's okay, because I'm dodging it to begin with.
Alright, so his first attack will be a Great Axe attack. Which will be a 16 to hit, which I believe
Oh.
misses you. Or does it hit you?
No, 16 is what I got.
Yeah, so he does hit. That's going to be 11 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And his second
And I
will
can
be
do uncanny dodge, right, to cut it in half.
Yeah, you can.
Or I wait for the best one, right?
I think you have to say it right after you take the damage, so I don't think you can like take all of the damage and say, okay, I'm not happy.
Okay.
So you can either have this one or wait for the next one.
I'll wait for the next one.
All right. So the next one will be a bite attack.
Uh-oh, you're about to be a werewolf.
25 to hit, so that one definitely hits.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's 17 points of piercing damage, so
All right,
you'll probably want to
okay.
uncanny dodge
8.
that one.
8. Yeah, 8
Yeah.
and 11, so 19.
All right, and make a Constitution saving.
Do the save thing.
And actually, you are in the you'll have advantage on this because you're in Wraith's aura. So
15.
15. You feel like the curse kind of like try to take hold of you, but just by your will alone, you manage to shrug it off.
Cool.
Yeah, don't forget that aura. That you have.
Yeah, Wraith hooks us up.
Alright, so,
I see the circle. Do you, Molly?
What's that?
Does that
yeah, I
aura,
do know.
is that aura automatic?
Yeah.
That's just always around Wraith.
That's his beacon of light.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's his protective aura.
Alright, so that's going to end it for that werebear. So this werebear is going to move out of that circle. I'll have to look at the wall of fire spell real quick to see if he actually takes damage from that.
It says when he enters it for the first time or ends his turn there.
Okay, so he did neither. Alright, so this is the non-damage side. So he's right up in Yggdrasil and Grogar's face, but he sees that Yggdrasil's looking kind of hurt, so he's gonna have to go after him.
Good luck, I'm a blur.
That's right.
Oh yeah, so you do have advantage. He has disadvantage on these attacks.
And I'm like ducking and weaving.
So his first attack is with the Great Axe.
Can't hit me.
A 19.
Ow! Ow! With disadvantage?
Yeah, with disadvantage.
That's not very nice.
23 to 19.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
so 9 points of slashing damage.
Oh my god. Don't bite me. Don't bite me.
His second is going to be a bite attack.
No.
You better blur.
A 15.
Yes, I dodged it.
Alright, so
Alright.
yeah, the jaws just barely like move right past your ear. You dodge your head out of the way,
Oh my god.
and you could feel his hot breath on your neck.
Oh, it's stinky. Oh my god.
And that's gonna do it for his turn. All right, so
Oh my god.
Grief
Well,
is
as long as
looking-
Balasar doesn't fire again, you'll be okay.
Don't throw a bomb at me.
Grief's looking around and he's like, we're gonna throw a bomb and not kill my friend. And he's like, screw it. And he actually runs into the fray.
Oh grief.
He's gonna go right here. Yeah, he's gonna go for the smaller one because he's small. And he's actually going to his character sheet. He's going to first attack with his short sword,
All right. He might be able to take this guy out.
and he
Found
does
him.
hit with a 20, not a natural 20, but just a regular 20.
Cool.
And with sneak attack, he does 20 points of damage.
Cool.
So the guy's barely standing. And with his bonus action, because he's a crossbow expert, he's going to shoot his crossbow at.
Finish the guy off.
Well, yeah, he would be at disadvantage at this range with the crossbow against him, so he's going to just shoot at the big bear with the crossbow.
Alright.
The big bear.
That's a 23 to hit, so that definitely hits. And with sneak attack, it's a 19 points of damage.
Wow. That's a pretty strong little hand crossbow.
It's a very ornate looking hand crossbow. He's never let you hold it, so you don't know anything about it. But pretty nice hand crossbow. All right, so Rodin's turn. And keeping with Rodin's roleplay here, he's going to be way, way away.
Uh-huh.
And he's going to try to hit. Well, actually, there's a tree right here, so he's going to have to move up about right there. And shoot this guy with a Eldritch Blast. A 21 hits.
Yeah, I'll be right back with more coffee.
All right. So
Casual.
He launches an Eldritch Blast at this werebear, and as the blast hits him, it knocks him off his feet, leaving a big hole in his chest, and he reverts back to human form dead.
And then I'm like, hey, why don't you push this one through the fire, guy?
He's like, an excellent idea. So he will shoot the other one with an Eldritch Blast with the repelling blast.
Yep, that's a good idea.
That way I can get away.
An 18 does hit.
Good. Oh.
7,
At least it's not damage based.
yeah.
But does that still knock him
It
back?
pushes him through the fire.
Yeah, see, that'll be good.
Now let me look at the ball of fire thing again. It's just like,
This is the first time he enters it. So, like, that would have been the first time he enters it on that turn.
well, but he entered in through the side that does the damage.
But now he's on the side that does damage. So it says, like,
Right.
if you're within 10 feet of the wall.
That's right, and he is within 10 feet of the wall, so he is going to take damage. So that is 1d8.
No, 5d8.
5d8, yeah.
That's better.
Yeah, the wall of damage. The wall of damage does fire.
Minus 21. Yeah, so, he is like, frantically putting himself out of fire, but he looks like he's covered in third-degree burns at this time. That'll do it for his turn.
Montresor,
Yes.
before we go any farther, my turn order has closed and I cannot get it open.
All right, let me close it and reopen it. And
Yeah, that happened to me once too. Had to do it.
Thank
you see it now? No problem.
Yeah.
All right, so Jack, your turn.
All right, well, I'm gonna. Yeah, I can move over here, so then I'm flanking him, right?
Mhm.
And then that way I can do a sneak attack too, right?
You will be able to do a sneak attack, and you'll have advantage. But if you're
Okay.
attacking with a bow,
Oh.
you get disadvantage at this range.
That's right.
And you don't have to be flanking to get sneak attack because he's engaged with Balazar.
Right,
Oh, okay. So if I move back here, is that far enough?
right. But you'll have to use your bonus action to disengage to not take an attack of opportunity.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do that,
Okay.
and then I'll shoot my longbow. Ooh.
Yeah. So an 11 does barely hit.
Wow.
Whoa.
They are big bears. They don't have high ACs. 9 points of piercing damage plus your sneak.
Splat.
So 24 points of damage. And the big bear, you see the arrow just sink into his flesh and disappear. He's still alive, but he is badly hurt.
All right, cool. Who's up? Finish him off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll show you finish him off. I'm gonna run away.
Oh, that's right.
I have 2 hit points. I'm not going near anybody. I am going to cast Cure Wounds at the highest level I can on myself. Mother F!
Inspiration?
I don't think I have any.
Run to me.
And that's
Yeah,
only for a d20 roll anyway.
A freaking 1 and a 2. I was joking with Yeti in the chat that I'd heal for 7. I was wrong. I only healed for 6. Amazing. My bar didn't even move. So
Yeah, I see a little bit.
So I'm going to.
Any red.
So I am going to change into a dire wolf and run away over here behind Wraith, like the noble animal I am.
Okay, well you did just run past.
Well, I was gonna run. I was gonna run up and around.
I
Like,
didn't say that though.
well, I was doing this and it just didn't work.
Okay, we're good then.
Cause that's what I was gonna do.
Okay, I believe you. You're fine.
I kind of don't, but that's okay.
Well, I'm not gonna just barge over little old Jack Koozie.
Yeah,
That's
do it.
right.
Maybe I'll run around like this.
I believe that's 125 feet of movement. I don't think that's
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I definitely had 40 to get here. And then I'm hiding and growling and saying, I'm probably licking my wound.
Actively trying to hide.
No. I'm just, dire wolf
But then
style.
this guy gets a new hit points, right?
He does. He doesn't have that many though.
That's what I figured. He's probably not a whole lot.
Right. So you see Yggdrasil like go on down on all fours. On the way there, he sprouts fur and fangs and claws and takes off running. All right. So now it is Big Werebear's turn, and feeling like he is surrounded and hurt, he's gonna try to.
Running never works, dude.
Yeah, has anybody successfully ran away from us?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Which kind of sucks for one of the characters because he was actually going to be a recurring villain, and it did not happen. Yeah, he's going to try to run. I mean, he's kind of. So he's going to.
Don't have him run too far. I got a small screen.
So he's going to try to run there. So he's going to incur an attack of opportunity from Balasar and
Rogar already used his, I thought.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Rogar already used his attack of opportunity.
Oh, shame.
Yeah, so Balasar is going to try to swing with, I guess, just his orb in his hand.
The old orb punch.
Shouldn't he have a dagger in one hand?
I think he has to have a free hand to do gestures and stuff, but I'm not sure.
Like this.
So he rolled a 15, which does hit.
Nice.
Let's say it does a D4 of damage.
Gee, that's gonna pound him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't even notice a reaction in the bear when like he barely whacks him with the orb on his back as he's running away. And that's gonna do it for Bear's turn.
Well, I'm hot on his heels.
Oh, you got?
Wraith, it is your turn.
Did you just jump that log without an issue?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead and do an athletics check just for funsies.
Yeah, just.
I mean, as long as you
You're gonna
roll a
one and
natural
trip
one,
over.
you're gonna succeed. But
Yeah, it's just a log on the ground.
as long as you don't get a natural one, you'll succeed.
Oh my god.
Roll.
It did twice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh God.
But your first
You're
one was
good.
a 10,
You're
and
good.
it's fine.
Okay.
It doesn't look like the most graceful jump over a log you've ever seen, but it's serviceable. And you get over
That's-
there, and you get into battle range with the bear.
That's what I wanted to do. Now let's see if I can do this right. Did that hit?
Not yet. Just wait.
Yeah.
See, I did exactly. Well, I have to switch screens, so I don't see what's going on.
Yeah, I haven't seen you swing yet. There's a swing.
You got it. All right, so a 12 does hit. Go ahead and do your
Fortune.
damage.
Look at you. You figured it out.
16 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Cool.
Ah, I love lopping heads. As I came swinging around with a high swing, because he's up above me, and I bring my Holy Avenger around across right between his neck and his shoulder, and watch his head do a roll.
And then you
As it
rip a
turns
big
human.
fart right in his face.
Yeah, so yeah, your head, your Holy Avenger cleaves his head off. It starts to roll, and as it rolls away, it turns into a human head.
Whoa!
They've all
Anyone
turned
I
human.
know.
I guess you missed that.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't.
All of them that we've been killing so far.
Rope dies, they revert back to their original.
Until I get
The,
into my apartment, get my
F10,
big screen.
your mic is echoing.
My mic is echoing.
We can all hear ourselves.
Where you going?
To the store.
Okay, Wraith, you got one more attack.
Oh.
Bye, love you.
One
You need
movement
anything?
got, but,
Breakfast?
Well, jumping that
Well, I'm gonna
log
make
and doing
breakfast.
that probably
Now
not
or when you
much.
get
When I
back? Okay.
Is Rick on there?
But he's busy. He's killing people.
I will try
15
just to
feet,
get-
so.
and then with don't I lose something on that log jump?
I would say you probably lost about 5 foot of movement on that.
Okay, so I'm just going to jump back over the log.
All right, another athletics check.
Oh yes. Let's do a little better. Let's be a little more graceful this time.
You got plate armor.
16.
That was
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, it was better. It's still not like the most graceful you ever seen, but it's like it's not Dukes of Hazzard, but it's like Dukes of Hazzard remake. Like, you know.
Okay.
All right, Rogar, your turn.
All right. Who's left?
Just the
Just
one
that
guy.
one out
One
by the
where-
fire, I think.
Do I have to go through the fire, don't I?
That's what it looks like.
Unless you don't.
I'm gonna have to reload.
But if he goes on the other side, since does he get damage? Since he'd be more than 10 feet away.
If he, I
If
think
he goes
would
on the
have
other
to-
side of that
If I
barrier.
run through it, though,
But the other guy, when he went through it, it was only because he was 10 feet, because he went through the no damage side.
Right. Well, actually, the other guy shouldn't have taken damage yet at all because he didn't end his turn there because it was somebody else's turn. But it may be.
Oh.
Well, let me look at the spell.
Yeah, that's true.
The
He
spell.
probably shouldn't have taken because it wasn't his turn.
Appreciate when it enters the wall for the first time. Yeah, so that would be entering the wall if you go through.
All right.
It's not on your own accord, but it does count.
Yeah. So if you run through the fire, you will take some damage.
cool. Running through the fire.
All right.
What? Do I have to roll to save or what?
It is a dex save. Oh no, actually,
Ooh.
no, you don't even get a dex save because it says once you take the same damage. It doesn't say anything about making a save if you actually intentionally or it's basically when the spell is cast, the people in the area of effect get a dex save. But otherwise, if you're just running through the wall, you don't get a dex save.
All right, what damage do I take?
5d8. Splat.
You take 22 points of fire damage.
Ooh, it's heavy.
Oh, you're
Sorry.
fine. Don't you? Do you get resistance to fire, or no? You're ice.
Yeah.
All right. Recklessly attacking twice.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna use a point of inspiration.
Well, the 12 does hit, so you don't have to use it.
Oh, okay, great.
Because
Oh.
you said reckless. It's yeah.
Okay, great.
It does hit. All right. So
Tw-
yeah. Since it's the last guy, how do you want to do this?
Oh man, Rogar just bathes himself in ice before he runs through the flames, charges through, while Bahamut's tooth is extended to the right, and as he runs through the flames, he just kind of glides right through the werebear, and
Love Bahamut.
blood sprays all over behind him.
And being out of combat, Rodan is not in the combat order, so I'll say he drops the wall of fire before he can damage you again. And you guys are currently out of combat, and you have a bunch of dead, naked people around you.
All right.
All right, that's not weird.
And I'm running around like a wolf. Being like, this is fun. And then I drop the wolf and say,
Well, if they're naked, I guess there's not much to search.
Wraith, help me.
We're gonna
There.
search. Dude's got a great axe. Big dude's got a great axe.
Okay. yeah.
They actually all have great axes.
Oh.
The big guy had a nicer looking great axe, but yeah.
Well,
What do you mean you can't help me?
I said I will help you.
Oh, well, I'm here. Like, bleeding out.
All right. So
Oh, well.
anybody who wants to, Rogar just did make an investigation check to search.
And as I'm
I am
bleeding.
Lay hand on you and heal you for 40 points.
All right.
God.
All right. So Yggdrasil, over in this bush area over here, you find a chest where apparently they've been putting all of the gold and stuff they've been collecting from people,
Oh,
and they've
cool.
had a pretty good haul so far. You found 2,000 gold there, and
And I say, guys, I found 20 gold.
Rogar, you actually find a you go over and pick up the axe that the big bear was holding, and you've held a magical axe before. This feels like a magical axe. You don't know exactly what its properties are.
Rodan.
Do your eye thingy.
So Rodan comes over and takes a look at it, and his eye starts to spin and light up, and says, "This is a base enchantment battle axe. It's worth some money, but I don't think it's as good as your weapon. It's a +1 battle axe, or great axe. Excuse me.
We're gonna sell. What about the others?
All of the rest of the great axes are just your
Regular.
regular plain chain great axes.
Well, that's not good. And I say, can I try to use the great axe? It looks cool. And I don't even
You could use it.
I don't even think I could pick it up.
Roll a strength check just for fun.
I'm like, guys, I walk up there flexing, be like, I can carry this thing. Oh,
Yeah, so you threw out your back a little bit. How did you heal up so much? Weren't you like way down?
I was, and then Wraith touched me.
Oh, okay. I didn't
I
hear
laid
that.
hands on him.
Okay, cool.
For 40.
So you actually take 3 points of damage just from.
Oh my god, I would have been knocked out.
God, it would have knocked you out.
Threw my back out, knocked myself out.
I walk over and pick up with one hand.
Yeah.
Brother,
And you don't have to roll a strength check.
brother, you need to know. You need to know.
And I just opened the bag and say, throw it in here.
Like, Rogar, you got your first great axe when you were like 10. Like, you know, you're actually like kind of like picking up and like swirling it around like Beastmaster style. And
Right on.
Yes. Maybe I shouldn't pick up heavy
I
things.
pick it up and I go over to the werebear. I chop off his arm and then I throw it up in the air and then I smack it like a baseball bat.
and,
That's how it's done.
And you smack it in the air, and you notice that Grief actually does like a big leap and grabs the arm out of the air and says, "Thanks."
Oh God, Grief's gonna
I
be.
thought you
He's
were chopping
full.
off the arm of a human.
If he was, it is a human arm. Well,
Grief eats people. I'm just putting it out there. Grief does eat
Yep.
people.
goblins do get hungry.
I know.
So you notice that he puts the arm in his bag for later.
Oh God.
All right, good. Nothing like a spoiled arm, and
It'll dry out. He's curing it.
that's
All right,
right.
so
Yeah,
we
he's
got
making
2,000
jerky.
gold and a great axe. If you want, you could put those other great axes in your bag. Well, I can pick them up, put them in the bag for you. Sorry.
I don't know if selling them for 20 gold's worth the hassle.
Nah.
Nah, if it's only
There-
20 gold, it's not worth it.
Is there anything else we find?
That was pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, just his 20 gold, guys.
2,000 gold. What does that bring our gold to anyway? While we're out here and can talk freely.
Well, I'm counting it up, and there's only like 28 gold in my bag.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And,
It's 10,000.
And Rogar, you notice that you're usually you feed on rage. That's kind of part of being a barbarian. But you feel even more angry and more violent than usual right now.
Oh gosh.
And I look at Balazar. What'd you do?
He's got to get rid of the box.
No. That's the curse.
Yeah.
Oh,
Last time
he was bit.
Rogar got bit and he
Oh,
failed
okay.
his con save, so he currently is cursed with lycanthropy. We'll go into what that means later, unless anybody wants to make an intelligence check, or
I'm gonna make an intelligence check. Whoops, a daisy.
Yeah, Rogar, you don't know too much about lycanthropy.
There we go. How about that?
Yeah, still, you don't know too much about lycanthropy.
Somebody, anybody.
Lycanthropy.
Jack gets advantage because he likes to drink alcohol.
So I would almost say you can make a nature check. Too.
I mean, I'm going to do a nature check. We don't get a lot of those.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, so Braith and Yadrisil, you both are talking it over, and you both have heard about some of the people that have been cursed by lycanthropy before, and you know that it's a gradual effect; it doesn't take place immediately, but almost everyone who's ever been afflicted with lycanthropy devolves into a feral, evil creature that eventually will eventually start turning on their friends, going out into
Whoa.
the nature, and
I say-
Is there a
Doesn't
cure for
sound like
this?
something we can ignore.
right.
I say, Ray,
Deserve-
don't they teach you this crap in Paladin school, how to remove
So-
curses?
While they're talking, I'm over at this bush going nuts with Bahamut's tooth, just chopping away the leaves, screaming for no reason.
Did you make it into a swan?
I can't hear you.
Yeah. So you don't
Yeah,
know
is there
exactly.
any known cure?
I've got just to cure wounds. I don't have anything for.
No, I mean,
this kind of-
this is going to take some kind of
Yeah.
Wraith.
spell cure, I
You
would
knew,
think.
you knew clerics back in your training days that had the ability to remove curses. If you guys find a cleric sometime in the near future, you may want to ask them if they have that ability.
I think we should quickly get to a
Yeah, get to Island
Where
Drain.
souls are, where we need 'em.
Get to Alan Drain to get this fixed. This is not.
Yeah,
good.
this is we
We can't
don't.
mess around fighting bears when we got a guy that's about to go nuts.
And we probably
Especially
ought
a
to,
barbarian.
and we probably
FYI.
ought to have him hand the box over to someone else.
Yeah, in case he does
'Cause we
go
don't
crazy.
need a crazy guy with the box.
Well, I approach him slowly from behind, loudly, so he knows I'm coming, and
Yeah,
I say, hey, you got that box still?"
And I turn around and be like, "Ah!"
And I'm like, "Just the box, man. Just
Yeah.
the
Oh,
box.
it's you. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with me.
We gotta get you help. I have a feeling the paladin should be able to remove a curse, but
As a barbarian, I can control my rage if that means, but this This is awful.
And I get as close as I can with my outstretched arm and say, "Hand me the box."
You take the box, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I run away as he goes back to bushwhacking.
And Grief like comes over to Balasar and whispers in his ear. He's like, "Hey, if your brother dies, do you care if I eat him?"
It's never had dragon.
He's like, "Yeah, I've never tried a dragon before. I'm just curious."
It probably would be good. Probably a bit tough.
Yeah.
Well then, I guess this is our home country. Would I know
Yeah,
that there's like a
is this
little
where
town
we-
or settlement nearby?
You don't know of any settlements like on this road. You usually stayed, towards the forests in the north and stuff. So this is not like a super familiar area to you. The last place that you remember that was anywhere close to here was the house that you ran into that had the
tieflings.
the tieflings.
Well, we don't want to go there. How far away are we from Allendring?
How far away for you from the tiefling house?
No, from Allendring.
From Allendring? A couple days.
Couple days. And I say, Ray, don't you have some sort of
I
removal
am
of curse?
I am looking through what I have, and I was trying to look up one of them, but I can't even get into the
compendium?
print it.
Well, check on your other screen.
That's your problem, is you're trying to print off your tablet.
I'm not trying to print anything. I'm just trying to get it to show.
And I run over to Rodan, and I'm like, Rodan, in all your warlock stuff, can't you remove something?
He's like, I could probably like cause a few curses, but getting rid of them, not really my forte.
Can you put one on there that'll counter curse him so he'll turn into a nice thing and not a werewolf?
Not really how curses work.
Come on.
I mean, I could make him a werebear that probably has like a third arm or maybe some tentacles or something.
That doesn't seem to help us in this point. Well, then I guess we're gonna have to.
What level spells can you cast, Wraith?
I can do a level. I'm going through everything I got here. This is such a pain. A level. I think
Oh, he doesn't
level
get-
3 is-
What level are we? Are we 9? We're not 9.
You're 8.
Yeah, level 9. He gets level 3.
Okay, because
Right.
remove curse is a 3rd level paladin spell. So you're not quite there yet.
I'm not. I didn't think I was.
Can we
Because I don't
power level? Is there any like boards around here that we can just farm for a couple hours?
You guys are very close to leveling.
What are we trying to do right now?
We're trying to remove your curse so you don't go crazy.
I think we just need to get to the next town and look for cleric.
Okay. Well then, maybe you
'Cause
should
he
just.
said it came on gradually.
Let me be out in front. Let me lead the party with my horse.
It does come on gradually. We're a couple of
Yeah.
days out. Let's just
I'd say
push
let
the
him
horse.
lead. Yeah.
I think we should get rid of Grief's pony. It'll slow us down.
Well, or except for he's been a
Grief
nice,
can ride with me.
That's what I'm saying. We just need to put Grief on another.
Yeah, Grief's like, we're in a hurry. I understand.
I'll get you another pony.
He's like, let me go ahead and kill this pony real quick.
Wait, no. We're gonna let the pony go. It's gonna be a free pony.
Oh.
Don't.
He looks tender.
No, he's not. Don't eat him.
We'll, yeah. We'll resupply you. Don't worry.
You've got a fresh arm. You can eat that on the back of Rogar's horse.
He's like, all right.
Don't even think about sneaking bites, brother, because I will kick you off the back of the horse in a heartbeat.
I'm not going to bite you until you're dead.
He's gonna lick him. Well then, okay. So now we are mounted up and riding hard for Allendring.
mounting up and riding hard for Allendring.
I don't even think we rest.
See,
Okay,
we
so-
hadn't
No,
rested
we
yet,
gotta
had we?
push it. We gotta
Like-
go. We gotta get there.
Yeah,
Alright.
but we also have to take a rest and rest the horses. You can't just.
As soon as they have to.
All right.
I will drive them to death.
Okay,
Well, that'll
so,
help.
Our man there.
so
So I jump on my warhorse, screaming, "Let's go!" in Draconic, and I just start booking it.
And,
All right.
and I,
Follow him.
I'm making Constitution saves for all your horses.
oh my god. Don't go down, horse.
All right, so unfortunately, 2 of your horses look like they are about to fall over. All the rest of them look like they're okay, but 2, like I would say, it would be Rogar, your horse, and Balasar.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it would be Wraiths because he's got the heavy plate.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys are wearing your horses out.
So here's what I do. I say, guys,
You guys have ridden probably a good 10 hours at this point. You made up a good amount of ground, but the horses are really tired.
Then switch.
We can switch, but
Rogar on another
don't you
horse.
think we should go ahead and do a rest?
so no,
I'm not listening.
I'm gonna give Wraith my horse,
You guys
Yeah,
need
okay.
to figure out what you're
and
gonna do.
I'm gonna turn into a horse, and you're gonna ride me.
Okay.
But I want
You gotta get
I,
me.
I want grief on someone else.
You gotta get me off my horse somehow, because I'm not listening.
Grief can ride with me because
Yeah, you guys are little.
yeah.
So
How are you gonna get a strong barbaric dragonborn raging twice on
Well-
another horse?
well, your horse is slowing down, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
your horse is literally about to fall over because it's just so exhausted.
So then, when you see the horse with no one on it run past you, you would probably jump on it.
You know what? I probably would.
And now you're on.
I'm gonna have to make an athletics check though, or acrobatics check or something.
I would.
I would say go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage because you're still pretty much raging. Yeah, 24. Yeah, no problem. You actually do it deftly, and Yggdrasil, you if he had done it poorly, he could have knocked you over, but he aimed himself just right and landed directly on your back, just the way he needed to. He doesn't have a saddle, so his armor's kind of chafing your sides a little bit.
That's okay.
A little bit.
I don't have armor.
You that's right. Well, you have like
Scales.
stuff like that.
No, my scales, yeah, and my claws, maybe.
Yeah, and you I'm sure you're wearing pants of some sort.
What about your dragonborn sack? If you know what I mean. Does it have edges?
But
No,
okay,
that's my most tender part.
They're very warm.
His bottom. All right, so yeah, and you guys continue rolling out. You're gonna need one more Constitution save from every. Well, I'm gonna do the Constitution saves for the horses, except for Yggdrasil. You can do your own.
Where's my? I lost my sheet.
Oh wow!
They all died.
Uh-oh.
We have no horses.
All right, so Yggdrasil, you do yours.
I'm
You do
trying.
yours?
I'm trying. Constitution save. Finally. I'm good, man. Natural 20. I know the urgency of having a Rogar.
You rolled a 9.
No. Constitution saving throws, I get advantage because I'm a Warcaster.
But isn't that just for concentration checks?
Let me look up Warcaster.
Oops.
He tried it.
You have advantage on Constitution saving throws to maintain Damn it! I rolled a 9, and my legs are about to give out.
Well, you rolled better than 2 of the other horses. Jack, the one that you and Grief are riding, it breaks its leg.
Oh my god. God.
Dinner.
Well, we are riding them hard.
And it falls down right in front of Racehorse, and Racehorse trips over it, and it lands like face first into the dirt, and it looks really hurt.
Okay, we're gonna have to stop.
I believe we should have taken the rest, like I said.
No. No, we're so close now.
Yeah, so you guys probably made up a day in like 12 hours.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But now we have to rest.
Yeah. So
As Rogar's riding me, I turn back into myself, and Rogar just falls on the ground.
and Rogar, when you land, make a wisdom saving.
Wisdom
Hold on,
save. Oh, we're in
I'm
trouble.
writing it down.
The old wisdom saving throw.
Rogar
Kevin,
falls.
so you've got the box, right?
I do.
Wisdom, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be good. Real good. Yep.
That's not bad.
If you so choose, you can keep your anger under control at Yggdrasil just turning into a person and letting you fall down.
I can choose to?
You can choose to. If you choose to lose your temper, you can choose to lose your temper. But
And
you
then
roll high enough-
do I determine what
Rogar.
happens if I lose my temper?
Rogar, keep your
I mean,
temper
you'll
in check.
probably end up at least punching Yggdrasil in the face. Like that's
No.
the very least that would happen.
No, you know what? There's a part of me, I still have my dragonborn existential awareness in place, and I have a thought of Bahamut and his infinite grace and wisdom kind of pass over me and keep my rage in check.
Good.
All right.
Hey, let's hear it for Bahamut.
So,
And his tooth.
Yeah.
Grief is like, I'm gonna go get some firewood,
Gosh.
All right.
and so he runs off into the woods a little bit, and then a little bit later you hear a.
Explosion.
And we see some trees fall down.
When he comes back, he's carrying like a bunch of like splintered like pieces of
Kindling.
wood that already have like charred marks on them. He's like, "That's some firewood."
Oh, grief.
He's like,
Yeah,
guys,
I like grief.
I'm gonna need to get to a forge at some point soon because I only have a couple of bombs left.
Well, quit blowing up trees and deer.
You got firewood.
We're heading to town. We'll
You
be
could have
there.
just told me I could have taken this great axe and gone to town on a tree.
Yeah, he would have enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We
He's
are
like,
doing a full rest then, right?
He's like, well, you know, grief's got a grief. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, grief. Yeah, I guess if we rode 12 hours and it was like daylight, then we're like in the dark.
Yeah, it's pretty close to like maybe 2-3 o'clock in the morning at this point.
Perfect. Yeah, so we need to
Yep.
take sleeping shifts.
Okay.
Who has the box?
I have the box, and
Alright,
and
you
I
and
need to
stay
sleep
up.
now.
I just grabbed and say we're staying up.
But
So-
no, I need to sleep. I want to
Then
sleep.
give me the box, you pains.
Okay. No, I can't give you the box. You're crazy, man. And I look at Balazar, and he wants it. I'm like, no.
Give me the box.
I hand it to Wraith. He looks responsible.
I'll take the
And as
box.
soon as I hand it to Wraith, I lay down and start meditating.
All right, and Rodan is gonna go ahead and start meditating as well. All right, so who's taking watch with Wraith?
Me.
Rogar said he was.
Rogar. All right, and all right, so the two of you.
I think I'm going to join too.
Okay. All right.
I don't trust you guys.
Rogar, I'm not
kind of
going to make
agree
you
with
make a
that.
Constitution saving throw because just for pure adrenaline,
Yep.
you are not sleepy in the slightest.
So we got Wraith, Jack.
Oh,
Yeah, here, let me help you.
yeah, Jack's asleep. Jack actually fell and poked his eye out.
Yeah. So
Tripped
Ray, go
over.
ahead and make a Constitution save. Just stay awake.
I hope
Oh,
Rogar's not the only one that's gonna stay awake.
just a minute.
Oh, there you go. You you smited him, and now you're saving it.
Constitution.
You're getting closer.
You're almost
got-
there.
Just a minute. Just a minute. I thought I hit it. I have to go between these.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did that do it?
You're doing. That was.
No.
That's a natural 20.
Good one. Yeah.
Just a minute.
Too bad it
Let
was
me do
intelligent. You got to go up
I'm-
one square.
Oh God!
There was okay. Oh my goodness. Okay.
What the heck are you doing over there?
The first Constitution saving throw you made was 14. So that'll do it.
I have to go between screens. I have to pop one up, pop one down, and it looks like and it doesn't show me that it hit.
Yeah.
And it looked like I missed. So I'll take the 20. It's the first one.
The first Constitution save you made was a 14.
Yeah, it was 14.
Yeah. So, but that that's good. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
After he smited a tree and was making sure it was still a tree with his intelligence.
So Wraith, you're keeping a
Put another
close eye on
dex save.
you're keeping a close eye on Rogar because you want to make sure that he doesn't go
You
completely
bet I
nuts.
am.
Actually, at this point in time, I would say that Rogar, you need to go ahead and make another Constitution save.
Okay.
Oh my God! Save, buddy.
You sleep.
Yeah.
6. Yeah, you feel like the
good.
curse is trying to take even a deeper root, but you manage to channel Bahamut and
Yep.
keep your wits about you.
I'm going. This is crazy. I want to just stress the fact that I'm in this mental and emotional and spiritual physical state of being pulled in two different directions every single second, and what that's doing to my resolve.
And you guys see like sweat beading on his forehead, and it just freezing as it
Yep.
starts to go down his forehead.
Why couldn't I be one more level higher?
Soon.
like if you've seen like people like on like zombie shows that like have like the zombie virus and are going to turn sometime soon, that's what he looks like, except he doesn't look tired and he doesn't look.
And I don't have that blue sheen from my skin either. I have a pale look about me,
Mhm.
almost like gray.
Okay. But you're hanging in there, man.
Yeah, he is hanging in there. So both of you make a perception check.
Who?
Okay.
It would be
Right.
Wraith and Rogar. Jack has completely and totally passed.
I was making sure I was going to stay up and watch those guys.
I gotta stay up, guys.
Rogar, you're actually more like you're kind of trying to focus so much that you on yourself that you don't see anything around you. Wraith, you're keeping a close watch on the outside around you. Nothing seems to be approaching.
Good.
Well,
We need it. We need no problems right now.
Yeah. All right. So for next watch, who's going to be taking that?
Well, after my 4 hours, I wake up, and I
Well,
feel
I need
amazing.
to- I
after
need
my
to
4
try to
hours, I go, I'll try it again.
Okay. Rogar, make a wisdom saving throw to see if you can fall asleep.
self wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. You managed to focus long enough to actually get to sleep.
And I say,
Good.
Wraith, hand me that box back. You get you some rest.
Why?
Because I'm staying up.
Okay. All
Or
right.
I'm up now.
Yeah,
You
he's
need
up,
to rest as much as you can.
and I'm
Here's the
gonna
box.
And
I'm gonna
Rodan,
keep an eye on Yad again.
well, you got plenty of rest for that first 4 hours, so if you wanted to take the second watch, you can.
Oh yeah.
All right, so Rodan, Yadrsil, and Jack are making the next watch, and all three of you are pretty much well rested because of between the snoozing through the first watch and the meditation for the other two. You don't have to make the Constitution saves to stay up, but all three of you make a perception check.
Don't forget to add your 5 to your 1.
My God.
After one, it doesn't matter if he adds 5. So Yadrsil, You notice that there are some shade. Like this is probably about maybe 2 hours into your watch. You notice that there are a lot of sounds in the forest. They sound like wildlife, something that you're used to living in the woods. You're not too concerned, but you're keeping a close watch out there because you do hear.
Well, it would make sense. It's the morning. The sun's coming up. Animals are moving around, hunting.
Mhm.
But yes, I would keep a vigilant eye to make sure it's just animals and not something trying to sneak through.
Jack tries to lift his head up, but he's going, nah, I can see enough.
Easy, yeah, he's staring at the clouds. Hey, that one's shaped like a balloon animal.
That's right.
So the rest comes to an end, and nothing seems to have happened through the night. And,
All right, cool.
Good. All right.
you wake up feeling rested. Rogar, you wake up, and even though you slept, you don't feel like you rested like you normally would.
So,
You
so-
do still get your hit points and stuff back, but
so
I would go ahead.
go ahead. No, you finish.
Okay, you're gonna have a point of exhaustion. That means that any ability checks that you have, which doesn't include saving throws, just ability checks, will be at disadvantage until you get a full rest.
At this point, they're gonna see something. You guys are gonna see something they don't know what to see. They're gonna see Rogar shed a few tears because of the strain upon his soul.
Poor guy. He's so
Whoa.
sad.
We're
Something
gonna
you
get there.
you probably won't ever see for a long time.
And out of a rare moment of tenderness, Balasar actually walks up and puts his hand on your shoulder to comfort you and doesn't say a word.
And then he casts lightning bolt. And he says, "Suck it up, Buttercup." So I'm gonna make some good berries to give to these horses. So I conjure up 10 good berries, and
The
horse
one
is
that has a
pretty much-
broken the one that has a broken leg.
Right.
Unless you use some healing magic on that one, it ain't going nowhere.
can I use mending on its broken leg?
Mending is not something for creatures. You have to actually use like a healing spell.
Well, okay.
Yeah, do you have one like
Yeah,
that? Or
yeah. I would cure wounds like cure the horse's broken leg.
I would say so. If you do enough healing.
Okay, well, you know my healing's amazing, so here we go. We need this horse, so I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level, and I'm like, please
Back.
work.
Back here.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Yeah. So I was gonna say that you had to do at least 10 healing. So you managed to do plenty of like the horse is looking vital again and ready to go.
And then I give him 2 good berries for good luck.
And the other one, the other one's still pretty hurt. He's gonna have disadvantage on his Constitution saves unless somebody does some healing on him too.
Well,
He just
I can
tripped
give
over the wood broken leg.
I can give him a little heal too, because you know I like my animals. I probably like animals more than people. 7.
Okay.
you keep
All right.
cutting out there a little
Yeah.
bit.
So yeah, he looks like he's doing a lot better. So you guys mount back up. Yadrishal, are you turning into a horse again?
Do we need more horses? How many horses do we have?
So
We probably do. Because I guess we would have left those other exhausted ones back there.
yeah. So,
So-
you have 3 healthy horses with you, and
So basically, whatever we took to get here, we got to do the same thing. So I turn into a war horse again,
okay.
and then I go nuzzle up to Rogar and tell him to get on.
Okay.
Yeah, and Mr. Ed comes and talks to you and says, "Get on up, Rogar."
Before I cast lightning bolt.
All right, so you guys mount up and start heading down the road again. Are you guys gonna try to go for that pace that you were before, or just?
I think we need to go as fast as possible.
We need to push it.
Yeah.
We're rested.
Okay.
We made up a day.
The horses have good berries.
They
Right.
do.
All right, so you guys start heading down the road, and it's at a fast clip. You do notice that, like as you're going, that you pass by the home of the
Tiefling.
the tieflings, and it is burnt to the ground.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Guess we're not going there.
We just head on by.
So you guys,
Grief wants to stop and look for some lunch.
He wouldn't know there used to be people. Well, I guess he would know that someone probably lived in the house. You don't build a house and no one lives in it.
Right.
yeah. But you guys take note that that house is burned down. You guys had already relocated to Tiefling, so they weren't there probably when it happened. But
Right.
that house is no more. And you guys keep riding, and eventually, the horses are tired, but you see Allendring out in the distance.
All right. Cool.
And a couple hours later, the horses are basically just one hoof after the other at the end. Yggdrasil, you are exhausted. In fact, you go ahead and take a point of exhaustion too, from just pushing yourself this hard. And you guys are at Allendring, and the city guards recognize you and rush to you and take your horses and help you down. What you like to do?
All right. Cool.
We need a cleric. Badly.
Yeah.
And one of the guards says, the guard says, well, we have a temple of Bahamut here.
Yes.
So you guys.
Where is it? Where is it?
And he gives you directions. He's like, down this street. It's not as large as the cathedral at Temple Watch.
I go running. I go hoofing it.
Yeah. So you guys, start following behind, and it is a very impressive structure. It's a large cathedral. But it does pale in comparison to the one that's in the Undermountain. But that doesn't matter to you right now. You go in, and you run there are people at the front doors, but there's nobody trying to stop you. Anybody can go into a cathedral. But they look at you kind of strangely as you just rush in through the front doors. And as soon as you walk in, you see a cleric at the altar, and you're still just running as fast as you can, and you just kind of collapse at the altar. And there is a cleric there who's he's not in plate mail like a normal cleric would be. He's in a white robe with a platinum seal on the front of the symbol of Bahamut.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks down and says, "My son, what has happened to you?"
I was bit by a werebear, and I need healing from this curse.
He's like, you two, help me get him up on the altar.
And Balazar's in the back saying, "Lucky, I wanted to get bit." Oh, and by the way, I stayed out by the gate when Rogar jumped off. I turned back into a druid, and I'm just sitting there leaning against the gate, trying to rest, catch my breath.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, so
Is Grief with you?
yeah.
I look around and I don't see him.
So you see a halfling man standing beside you, going, "Crazy shit, huh?"
This is every day for us, man.
Yeah. So back in the temple, Wraith and Balasar help Rogar onto the altar, and a couple of clerics come, and they are kind of putting ceremonial herbs and different kinds of incense around you, and the cleric takes a vial of holy water and says, "Drink this, my son."
I slowly take it out of his hand and pop the cork or cap or whatever's on it, and I just start chugging.
And it burns like the worst Dragonborn whiskey you've ever had. Like you can feel it going all the way down your throat and into your belly. And he's like, I'm sorry for the pain, son, but it's all part of the process here.
And I can't hear him. I'm in pain.
He wipes the frozen sweat off of your forehead, and he starts to make a chant. And the other clerics around him, kind of put their hands up on either side, and they start to chant as well. And you guys notice that there's like a glowing pillar of light underneath on the altar where Rogar is laying. And slowly he starts to rise up like about a foot off of the altar, and he's being like encompassed like a blanket into this holy light. And then slowly he comes back down, and Rogar, you feel like you've got control of yourself again. The curse has been lifted.
Cool.
All right.
Experiencing an intense peace that is kind of new to Rogar.
Yeah, and you feel like happy and elated that like not only that you're better, but you felt the embrace of Bahamut at this moment. You felt his presence, and you feel like comforted by that. But you also feel like you just ran a marathon, like you are exhausted.
Guys, I'm gonna go to the nearest tavern, and
Yeah, we need to replenish anyway.
I'm gonna hit up this Dragonborn whiskey one time and call it a day and a night.
And at this point, as you're talking about that, you see, you hear the doors to the temple open again, and you notice that the King's Steward is coming in, and he's like, glad to hear. I just heard from the city guard that you guys were back. Glad to hear that you had some success in the Undermountain. The hammer has sent us word of your victory.
Cool.
How'd they get a word here?
We have ways of communicating long distances.
Is it like a fax machine?
Carrier pigeons.
No.
Oh, that's
And he's like, I wanted to let you know that your manor has been completed.
All right.
The hammer is actually sent along coin enough to pay for a staff for you all to have basically people working for you at the manor to keep it safe and cook your meals and clean your manor and stuff and things like that.
we have a home.
Oh, you know what this
Cool.
means? We can spend the next 8 weeks decorating,
That's right.
because that's all we do now.
And so he's like, if you need a place to rest, I would suggest
Our house.
do abode.
Let's go to
Yeah,
the
let's-
manor, guys.
All right. So there were a few requests made by certain members of the party.
Don't remember this.
They weren't actually like Rodan had mentioned in passing something that he wanted, but so you guys get to the manor, and it's a large stone structure. It's very impressive by the looks of it. It's not a castle by any means, but it's probably like a 3-story home.
And is this in Allendring?
It's actually right on the outskirts. You actually there is like an east gate to Allendring, and it's right outside of the east gate.
East Gate. Okay. Like on the water?
There is a stream that goes by closely, but it's
Perfect.
not like a lake or anything.
So I can retire. Excellent.
That's right.
And the steward, as he is walking you there, says there's good fishing there in that stream.
Yep.
Cool.
So he takes you to the home. Like I said, it's a 3-story stone structure. Looks very well put together. It's got a large like whenever you first walk in, there's like a nice little entry hall. There are living quarters for each of you. they had actually put a lot of potted plants in yours, Yggdrasil.
Yay.
There's a very large kitchen, and as you walk into the front doors, there's actually there is a man standing there, and he's like, "Hello, my name's is Refar.
What?
Refar.
Refar?
Yes, I will be your steward here."
We have
How
a
about if
butler.
you change your name? we'll call you.
Refy.
I look at Ref. I'm like, Ref, bro. I'm tired. I'm super hungry. Where are my
I'm gonna
quarters?
call him Greed.
I need to eat now and go to sleep.
He's like, "Well, right this way." And
Wait a minute. We don't get to pick our own beds? Are they already labeled?
They were like, "Well, the steward, not your steward, but the other steward says, we did make a few with people in mind, with your plants and things. We chose one with that would you could see the sunrise in the east in the morning and stuff like that.
Is it on the 3rd floor?
It is actually on the 3rd floor. Yeah.
Yes. And I run up to my room.
Yeah. And he was like, "I suppose the rest of you could go ahead and pick yours. Rodan, yours is the way you requested and is in the basement."
I'm in there jumping on my bed. I'm like, guys, this is so awesome.
And Refar actually, Rogar, he takes you just to the closest quarters, just because he sees how exhausted you look. And you guys have a house.
Cool.
There's a kitchen staff that will make you meals anytime you'd like.
Can we sell it? How much is it worth?
This house is worth quite a
Back
bit.
you
You
down,
could sell it. The king might take it as a personal insult.
Yeah, we're not going to sell it.
No, we're not.
But it is nice to know the value so we can see if it goes up and find a good time to sell. Got to sell when the market's right.
I would say it's probably worth about like 450,000 gold.
God.
I would say that having a house is worth it. The value isn't computable.
Yeah.
We have us a place, our own.
Now, the question is, can we get a corridor built in here?
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's what we need is our own personal corridor.
That's going to be... Well, corridors are very rare.
Uh-huh.
There wasn't even thought to be one where you had found the other one, so...
Yeah, well, we can move it. Maybe.
Certainly try.
We can move this wormhole.
Okay, so... is everyone going to take a full rest here? Or...
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, so...
And I'm even going to use the bathroom while I'm resting here. So.
And there is like some like primitive running water here, like an aqueduct is feeding water here, and there is like a water closet, if you will, inside that you could use the restroom, and it goes into a sewer system in the city. It's very primitive, but
It's advanced for the time.
yes.
So you're telling me we can create walls of fire and turn into dinosaurs, but we don't know how to plumb.
Pretty much, yeah.
Amazing.
There you go.
I'm just gonna poop on the floor and then catch on fire.
All right, Rodan.
I did that in Rodan's room though, because he appreciates it.
All right, so you guys wake up and you smell breakfast cooking.
Yes, this
There
place is
is
awesome.
Yeah, there is an older gnomish lady. She's kind of plump, and she is actually bringing like plates of like eggs and bacon and fruit and slices of toast on platters into the kitchen. And
Speaking
That's
of
just
breakfast, where's Todina at? She's supposed to make my breakfast RL.
Is she the head? Is she the kitchen steward or head chef?
she introduces herself to you when you walk in. She's like, "Hello, I'm Helga, and I will be the person in charge of the kitchens here."
Hilga, I need you to here for a second. Container. of a flask or of some sort.
Of course.
I pull out my bottle. She doesn't know it's refillable, but I pull out my bottle of Dragonborn whiskey, and I pour the whole thing into her flask, and I say, "Please use this in cooking on special occasions."
And she was like, I have just the idea. Whiskey is a great ingredient.
I like Helga.
Right on.
So,
So that's our cook lady.
Yeah, Helga's our cook.
Yes.
All right.
So, yeah, Helga goes back into the kitchen, and she leaves you with your food and stuff like that. And, you guys are free to do whatever you'd like to at this point.
The Yeti thinks we're just gonna get fat and lazy now. I told him we're on the retired life.
I think are we all in like a dining area together?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
at the
you guys
breakfast
have-
table.
You guys have like a really nice like dining room.
I call is Ref nearby?
Ref is probably like somewhere in the front, but if you like, you notice that there's a bell in there, like a bell on the wall.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Rain.
I smack the bell one good time.
Don't break the bell. It's brand new.
I summon Refar.
Yeah, Rafar, he comes in as quickly as he can. And this is the first time you notice, like, his hair was kind of in the way before. He was a little bit disheveled because he was, like, trying to get ready for his new bosses and stuff. But he has just a slight point to his ears. We have Helga.
Okay.
Huh.
I say, first of all, thank you for all of this. This is excellent. We did not expect to come home for one thing. Second of all, we do not want to be disturbed until we summon again, and we are not going to take any visitors. So please lock the doors, and please do not let anyone into the dining hall until the bell rings.
And he's like, well, I will tell the house guard not to let anyone in.
Okay, thank you.
Grief is with us.
Grief,
Rafar?
yeah, Grief, he doesn't have a room, and the Balasar took up one of like the spare bedrooms that you guys have. So Balasar actually, Grief, he came in with you guys. I would say you guys probably had another spare bedroom or something, and he just kind of like made up shop in there.
Okay.
And he hasn't come down for breakfast yet.
Oh.
Well, it's cooked. That's why.
And you wait
eating out
just
of
a
the
little
back.
while, and then you see a little halfling man start walking down the stairs, and he comes up to the breakfast table, and he's like, I had that armed breakfast.
It's a good thing no one's around, buddy.
Yes,
he's
it is.
and he was like, I don't know how you guys sleep on those like soft things. Like, it was not comfortable at all. So I just like shoved some rocks in there, and it made it.
All right, Grief. Whatever suits.
Whatever you like. Yeah.
Yep.
So I wonder if we should let our staff know about Grief, because I mean he can't stay disguised forever.
Not just yet.
I'd wait.
Yeah, let's wait a couple days to get acquainted
Let's
with the
get
staff.
comfortable with everybody. Yeah.
And we need to. I think we need to discuss our next move. And
Resupply. See, we need to talk to the king because he may have another place for us to go.
Yeah, we still haven't told him about the Beholder and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. And yeah, did he even know about the box? Or we got the box after we left there, right?
After we left Allendring, yeah, he doesn't know about that.
Yeah, he doesn't. Huh.
Do we tell him about
Yeah, I
it?
was wondering.
I mean, he seems to be
Well, yeah,
on the
let's go.
level.
We'll see how it goes, how it plays out.
I mean, people have been trying to get to the box. He may or may not know about
See, that's
like
it.
what
He
it.
may know a lot more than we, than
I mean,
we
it,
do.
it was in the area. Like the Tiefling house is not far away,
That's right.
so they may have been looking for it. Ooh, what if he tries to double cross us?
Then we'll sell the house.
Exactly. It's a good time to sell. Ugh.
So do we?
I
do
know
we
we're
go
going to
have
need to
have a court with
stock up.
with the.
So, yeah, go ahead.
You break up there a little bit, Wraith.
Oh, I said, do we go and make court with the king?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
We should
that's
do
what I
that
was
after we eat breakfast.
Well, yes. But we're eating breakfast while we're discovering.
Yeah, and then we still
I
have
know,
to
but I was talking about second breakfast.
get some
Oh,
powder,
second
like
breakfast.
powder for our
Oh,
buddy.
I throw a dwarf biscuit at Yggdrasil. It said, "My man, second breakfast. Do it."
There you go. There you go.
And remember, you are really hungry. It's like you burned through a lot more calories when you were trying to fight off that curse.
Yeah.
So
Keep
I asked Helga to bring in another round of bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits.
Cheese biscuits.
And she's like, coming up.
Oh my god, this is the best. I could just retire in this house. Go fishing outside.
Here's your McMeal.
I'm pretty sure I'm drinking an Dwarven Imperial Stout at breakfast.
So in the basement near Rodan's room, is there like a wine cellar?
There is a fully stocked wine cellar and
Yes.
several large casks of different kinds of ale, and there is a barrel of dwarven stout down there.
Oh my
We
god.
are well supplied at this house. Maybe we ought to just hang around here.
Like I said, we should just retire.
I don't think we can do that,
D
guys.
and D with noobs. That
I don't think Bahamut would.
Next week on D&D with Newbs, we play Parcheesi.
At this point in time, Refar comes back in and he's like, I know you said you did not want to be disturbed, but the King's Tour is at the front door.
Okay.
Okay. We let the
Great.
king.
You want to take care of this?
Invite him in.
Okay. So he says,
Offer him a biscuit.
Yeah.
so the King's Steward comes in, and he looks like he's been running around like a crazy person for the past few weeks. He was like, so I take it the manor is to your liking.
We love it.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
He's like,
indeed. Couldn't be happier.
the king put me in charge of its construction and making sure that everything was to your liking. So I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, every bit.
I also hired all of your staff here. So if there's anyone that you have a problem with, let me know. The Hammer did pay for a year's salary for all of them. So
Well, thank you, Hammer.
You won't have to worry about that for this year. But eventually, they will require payment in the future. But
Yeah.
with adventurers of your caliber, I'm sure you run into quite a bit of money on your way. So don't think it'll be a
Yeah.
problem.
$20 today.
Yeah, they're still okay.
Just curious, what is a staff like our steward? I assume he probably gets paid the most.
He does.
What's his annual salary?
His annual salary is 250 gold a year,
Oh, great.
and that's a very high wage for someone who lives in the city. And we got you. But besides myself, he's the best steward in the city. So
Well, I like him already. Good old Raffy.
I do too.
yeah. Try not to work him too hard because he's a little bit on the older side. He's I'd say 160, 170.
So
For half elves, it's a little bit older.
so we got to name the house.
We're low maintenance.
And he was like, yeah, that's why we didn't have a sign put out in front yet. You guys should be able to name your own home. And the Hammer did tell us that you came up with the name for your party, the Fifth Temple. So that can be put on your
It has to
sign
be the
as well.
Fifth Temple Manor.
I was thinking Agalago, Like
You were thinking Agalago.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's where Agalago came from.
Well, it's like Mar-a-Lago, but instead of Mar, it's Agadif. We're on the continent of Agadif. I mean, we're like the 1% now. I mean,
Oh, shit.
when's the golf cart course going to be installed?
Oh,
The steward looks at you confused, like, I don't know what golf is.
We should just call it the temple.
Yeah, or Yeah, Fifth Temple Manor isn't that
Well,
bad.
hold on.
You don't want to call it just the temple. Then everyone's going to come there and start praying.
But that's okay. We'll be worshipped, and then we'll take donations, and we'll then pay Raffy with that. The Yeti wants to call it the Noob Manor.
We can pay Raffy out of our earnings, our loot that we collect along the way, and the rest of them will be no problem at all. I want to ask the steward if it would be possible to set up a meeting with the king with the hammer.
No, not the hammer. The hammer's in.
The hammer's under.
Well,
This is with King Oliver III.
Yeah.
King. Yeah.
And he was like, well, that's actually one of the reasons why I came this morning. He was requesting that you come as soon as you can.
Ah.
We're ready.
You guys are just
after
getting back
breakfast.
from a long journey, but I'm sure that you guys will probably have another long journey ahead of you pretty soon.
Yep. After breakfast, let's head out.
Okay, so you guys finish up breakfast, and
And Rogar goes for his fourth helping.
Mm-hmm.
and Rafar opens the door for you as you leave and says, "We will keep the place safe as you leave." And this is the first time you didn't go up on the roof of the home before, but you noticed two guys with crossbows standing on top of the roof.
How much do they get paid?
They probably get paid maybe like 100 gold a year.
How much?
100 gold.
100.
Oh my gosh.
That's still a pretty good wage for someone like you guys. Managed to run into a lot of gold because you're fighting monsters and stuff like that. Normal Joe Blow, they get silvers and coppers a day.
What-
So can I climb up there or go upstairs?
Okay. And as you get up there, there is a tiefling man. His skin is like a dark blue. And there is a dwarven man. And they are standing there with heavy crossbows. And as you come up, they say, "Hello, sir," and "Hello, sir."
There's 3 of them there.
2 guys up there. You guys have 3 guards, but only 2 of them are on duty at any given time. And you guys have 24/7 people
Right.
watching.
Oh, and Michael.
I get 200 gold out of my bag, and I hand them each 100 gold, and I say, "This is an early bonus." And more where that came from, if you guys keep a sharp eye out, and also give us any needful information about what's going on in the city and things you may hear.
They look like shocked. Like usually, they're just hired help, and they look very grateful. And they're like, "Well, thank you, sir."
Yeah, your salary.
Should we split this with the 3rd guy on shift? He's asleep right now, but
yeah. Sorry, there's a 3rd one. God. Yeah. There's 3 of you. I'm gonna give you 300.
Give him an extra 100.
Yeah.
we'll make sure he gets it. We really appreciate it.
And I will know
He
if
ain't
he
getting
doesn't
it.
get it. FYI, I am a barbarian dragonborn. FYI.
They're like, we obviously want to keep this job, so I don't think we'll cross you.
If you do a good job, you'll be rewarded handsomely.
What about Helga? What's she get paid?
Helga, she's actually a very good cook.
I mean, I am full.
The steward actually hired her the best taverns in town, and she lives at the manor with you now. She's got her own room off the kitchens, and her she probably makes 150 gold each year, and her staff probably makes a good 50.
How many people are in her staff?
3 people.
Okay.
Now the king's paid up for the first year. So
Yeah, we're I'm just trying to run a ledger here because I'm a numbers guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got 3 guards. You've got Rafar,
staff.
who's your steward.
Yep.
There are a couple people cleaning people, but they don't live there. They just come in and clean
Right.
every once in a while.
Housekeeping, gotta have that.
And-
Because these Dragonborns make a mess.
And you've got Helga and the kitchen staff, and that's about it.
So what's our housekeeping bill per year? Because I assume that's just one bill.
Yeah, so you've got 250 for
No, I've already got it all written down. I just need the housekeeping.
the housekeeping. Probably like 20 gold a year.
Yeah, sounds about right. Great.
'Cause they don't come in every day. They
Right.
probably clean your house probably.
after the parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they probably clean like twice a week, and like the rest of it, Rafar takes care of. Like if you guys made a big mess or something, Rafar would probably end up cleaning most of it.
Well, we're good.
Yeah.
Hilke gets paid what?
150. Cooking staff's 50 apiece, and there's 3 of them.
No.
Yep.
Oh, 50 apiece or 50 for all 3?
50 apiece.
Oh, okay.
They're handling your food, man.
Yeah, we want to.
Yeah, and also Helga lets you know that if she starts to run low on supplies, she may need to get you guys to buy and stuff like that.
Whatever it costs, you just let us know.
Yeah. What, we got to buy our own food?
Yeah, I ain't going to the grocery store. But I'll pay for it.
Not right. Yeah.
You got Lowe's Foods to go out here?
All right, so you guys start heading off to King's castle.
Yep.
You get up there, and the guards salute you on your way in. At this point in time, you guys are actually starting to get a little bit of a name for yourselves. People know what you've done and your hunt for the temples and things like that. Word has gotten around, and people have been told of, oh yeah, and they even know of Balasar. Some word has gotten around that Rogar's brother, long lost brother, was found. You guys.
I can see why they heard them from here.
And so you guys, as you're walking through the town to the city, people are kind of like whispering to each other. You notice the people are actually taking note of the
That's them.
Yeah. And so you guys continue on, and you get to the castle. The guards salute you as you're on your way in, and they escort you to the king's throne room. The king is there. He's got like a little, kind of like a lap desk that he's writing a note on while he's sitting on the throne, and he hands the desk and the letter off to a servant that he has there. And the steward says, "My lord, the 5th temple arrives."
Yeah.
Here we are.
We be bad.
And the king says, I'm glad you're back. Congratulations on your success in the Undermount.
It's good to be back.
Yep. Real good to be back in the sunlight.
I'd imagine. I've never been to the Undermountain myself, but the hammer tells me that you have succeeded greatly there.
Like to think
Yep.
so.
Killed the temple and a beholder. Some other riffraff.
The holders are nasty business. My father fought one many years ago. Unfortunately, I never got to do as much adventuring as he did, but I'm glad to know that you guys survived that fight.
Right on.
Hold on a second, my dog's eating paper towels.
You mean you're familiar?
What part of the story is that?
The guard's dog is eating paper towels. Sorry, King. My dog got loose in here.
It was actually a paper plate. I thought just to grab that off the table.
Good old dogs.
Clean up after breakfast. That's a good idea. But anyway, so the king says, we have had word that we have had people searching for more temples this entire time, and some of our texts have concluded, like I believe Yggdrasil, you had suggested that you may think that there may be one temple per continent.
That was my original guess.
I believe you may be right.
Duh.
All of the texts say that once all the temples are opened, that the 5 continents would be joined together as one mega continent, and that's where Tiamat would rise.
Hey guys,
mackerel.
just hang on for 1 second. I'm going to unplug my sound. Mom's here and would like to hear a little of this just to do it. And I don't know how my sound and volume will be, but we'll see and go from there, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Hello.
There, that's Malcolm.
Hi,
Hey, Mom.
sweetie.
Hey.
Oh, now, what's this,
Oh,
family reunion
I'm
time?
hearing your voice, honey. Be
We're-
thinking about you tomorrow.
Don't get sloppy. There's a bunch of other dudes on here.
I won't be sloppy.
See, we are streaming too, so we don't use our game names.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I just I hide behind the fact that I'm almost 93 and I'm old and I'm a mom.
What?
So you can
What?
Okay, you can rate on that.
have a great day, you guys, all of you.
We'll see you soon.
Can she be our house steward?
Yeah, that's Helga. That's she cooks for us.
Yes.
That could be fun.
Yes.
See?
Of course.
You just
Kill a
gotta
potato salad.
you gotta send her the scripts, Nathan, so he can she can do some voiceover work for us.
Well, I envy you all your fun. I think it's great. Have a great day.
You too.
Okay, so we were talking with the king.
Yeah.
And he says that yes, it does appear that once all of the temples were activated, they would join all five temples to all five continents together to make a mega continent of some sort, and that's where Tiamat would rise. There are other texts that say that Tiamat had enemies, of course, Bahamut, but also several evil ancient gods as well. The texts on them are very vague. I don't know any of their names or anything like that, but we may have allies in the realm of evil as well, unfortunately, but I guess you may run into something like that in the future, just to let you know.
Evil is still evil, according to Bahamut.
And I agree with that.
But an enemy of my enemy is my friend.
At least maybe temporarily.
Until
Yeah.
your other enemy is gone.
Then you are no longer the enemy of my enemy. See, the logic works out.
That's it.
And he says the location of the next temple, we're not sure exactly where any of them are located. There are rumors that that Oasis may be housing something of the blue variety of temple, the blue temple.
Okay.
And that the white temple would be not things I created.
Tiralon?
Yes.
Tiralon?
Yeah. So the Terralon would have the white temple.
That makes
And-
sense.
And Oravog would have the black.
Yeah, and so we did the green temple and the red temple already, right?
Correct.
So
That
far.
is correct.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we should
Yeah. Do Oasis.
We
I'm
know-
not seeing maps.
they're in your
I'm looking at it.
journal.
Let me click show to players.
There's a map.
I
Of,
was looking in my
there's a
journal.
world map is the one that you want on this one.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought we were getting a new map of just Orvog.
No, we're just
okay.
using the world map.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Yeah.
find a map maker over in the Oasis, cause we can take the corridor to the Oasis to travel there, right?
That is correct. You can take the corridor. There's also ships available if you would wanted to go by sea, but of course the fastest route of travel would be the corridor. There are known corridors in Oravog. but they are all well defended by people that are not so savory that you'd want to get into.
Yeah, no, I don't think we want to teleport right into the enemy's base.
No.
But I think, you know,
See, I
popping
think
on
we
over to
should go
Oasis
away.
first.
Yeah, then we'll sail to the next two.
Or we'll see then if our corridor is working and if...
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
could be. It depends on. Yeah, just like you said, where the corridor comes in, we don't want to.
Well, we'll send, you know, Helga through first. We'll hire some people. Hey, go through here and tell me if you live. And then come back.
What's up?
I mean, I'm sure we can find somebody to go through the corridor.
So, at this point, he's like, so the choice is yours of where you go next. If you want to go through the corridor, there is there's the Agadeth corridor, you know, to the northwest.
Do we have any maps of... more detailed maps of Oasis?
Not yet.
Your cartographers have been working on that?
It was like, I'll have some prepared for you by Wednesday.
So yeah, I think Wednesday we will travel to Oasis through the corridor. You know, we should. This is important matter. Urgency is of utmost. So
Totally.
That is probably a good point to stop for today.
yep. So Wednesday 6:30. Everybody that's in the stream.
Yeah, well, this guy can't do